YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a major injury report headed into the Washington Commanders Week 5 matchup versus the Tennessee Titans. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Commanders are in a must-win situation. Again, for me personally, like I said, I personally, at the current moment, hopefully my mind changes and we actually turn this thing fully around. But at the current state, I feel like the season's pretty much done from the simple fact of us turning it completely around to get a playoff berth. Obviously, we're probably going to win 7-8 games. That's how I feel right now, but I don't know if we're going to turn it around fully. And this picture to my left is not a pretty sight. Now, I'm not sure. This was on the internet, but I'm not sure if this is the exact play Jahan Dotson hurt his hamstring on. But as you can see, it looks pretty uncomfortable, and this could very well be the play that he did hurt his hamstring on. And it's very unfortunate because we need him. You know, if we want to turn the season around, he's a guy that we can ill afford to lose. And Rivera pretty much came on record at the beginning of the week and said Jahan Dotson will be out. So that is not going to be a surprise here. But I just want to keep that picture up there just so you guys can see exactly what may have happened. And I'm hoping for a fast recovery for Jahan Dotson. But let's get fully into this injury report. So let's start things off with the obvious people that's going to be out. Wide receiver Jahan Dotson, like we just talked about, is going to be out. Huge blow to this offense. We need him if we want to turn this season around. I don't expect to see Jahan Dotson to probably October 23rd, I want to say the game is, versus the Packers. That's when I probably expect to see Jahan Dotson out. And that could be, reasonable return because we have a short week here. There's no reason to rush him back now because we got a quick turnaround. And giving them extra 10 days to get healthy, and I think he'll be back ready to rock and roll for the Packers game. Then you got safety Percy Butler, who's dealing with a quad injury, who's going to be out. That is actually a real underrated blow to this team because he's a special teams gunner. He's a special teams god, as a lot of people would say, because he was drafted out of, I want to say, Louisiana Tech or Louisiana Raising Cajuns for his special teams ability. And he was really good for us. And now I'm thinking with him being out, and Cam Sims having to increase his wide receiver role, because Cam Sims is also a wide special teams guru too. With Cam Sims wide receiver playing time more likely not going to be pushed up, who's going to be that gunner out there? Maybe Christian Holmes, who has to redeem himself from me because he had a very bad play in Detroit to where he could have downed it, but he didn't, nor was it in Philly. It was either one of those games. I want to say it was Detroit. But yeah, that could be an underrated blow too, guys. Sam Cosmi is now going to be out too. He's dealing with the hand. He's dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. Hand surgery. He's dealing with the knee. He's dealing with the ankle. My man Sam Cosmi's all banged up, and you could clearly see, man, because Sam Cosmi has been off to a rough start. So actually, him being out may be a blessing for us because I don't think if he had the hand injury, he'll probably continue to try to force it. But with the hand injury, it had to put him out indefinitely, really. So I hope he can just stay healthy, and he can get healthy and can just recover, man, instead of going out there trying to force it, trying to be I love you trying to be Iron Man and whatnot, but man, we're human. We get it. You're hurting. You need to rest. Now we got Cole Luke stepping in there. I feel more comfortable with a healthy Cornelius Lucas in there instead of a forced, unhealthy Sam Cosmi. Then you got a linebacker Milo Eifel, another guy that is on the special teams unit. He's out too. And that could be a blow to the special teams unit and the linebacker depth because we're already thin there. So those are all the guys that are out. Now, looking at the guys that are questionable, you have tight end Logan Thomas and linebacker David Mayo are considered questionable. Thomas hurt his calf. His status will be determined Sunday morning. That is according to John Cam. So I think, honestly, Logan Thomas will play. I think David Mayo will play, but don't take my word for sure on that because look, remember last time, and I know these are totally two different injuries, but remember, William Jackson was fine all week. William Jackson wasn't on the injury report and nothing. But you come Sunday morning and he was a late game scratch dealing with the back. Now I know those are totally two different athletes, totally two different guys, and totally two different positions. But don't be surprised if Logan Thomas is a late game scratch come around 10:40, 11 a.m. It says Logan Thomas has been scratched from this game. I would not be surprised if that was happening. But I think Logan Thomas will play. You know, maybe that calf will loosen up on him, get some massaging on that calf to probably loosen it up. But we'll see how he feels Saturday walkthroughs. Is it going to be loose? Is it going to tighten up on him? How's it going to feel? And then more importantly, how's it going to feel that Monday morning? I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get treatment prior to the game and everything. So we'll see how that plays out for him. But some good news though. We talked about all the bad news. Good news, Cole Turner might be making his season debut this year. This Sunday with all the injuries, they're gonna activate him, I believe so. And I'm super excited for him, man, because you guys know he was my favorite draft pick from this past draft, and he was dealing with, I want to say, was he dealing with a hamstring too? I want to say it was. And someone just had asked on my live stream on my Monday or Tuesday night live stream. Can't remember what day it was exactly. But maybe I don't know, Wednesday live stream. Someone asked me, said, "Hey, what's up with Cole Turner? Is he playing? Is he gonna play?" I'm like, man, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. Last time I heard Cole Turner was he was healthy, but they were just holding him out because they wanted to get him back caught up to speed. So I was like, man, I don't know when we're gonna see Cole Turner, but it turns out we may see him this week. This may force Washington to not rush Logan Thomas out there, have an emergency plan just in case Logan Thomas can't go. I'm excited to see Cole Turner, man, because I feel like he can really be a threat. He can be that athletic 6'6" tight end that we need. Obviously we got Logan Thomas, but he will be. What's better than one, two, right? So I would definitely be excited to see Cole Turner if he suits up and he actually gets in. That would be amazing. And then John Conn goes on to say this. Ron Rivera said this about Brian Robinson. He's had a good week. We're pretty fired up. We'll go through tomorrow morning and see how he is, then decide what we're going to do. Rivera said both Robinson and center Tyler Larson could both be activated for Sunday's game. Let me tell you guys this. I really think they're going to play Brian Robinson. I came on earlier the week on the show and said that I personally think Washington should hold him out until the Thursday night game versus Chicago, because if you play him this Sunday, then he has to play again on Thursday. That could be rough for the leg that was injured in the shooting. But again, we're not Brian Robinson. Maybe he's 100% healthy and like he feels like he is going to be good. But again, you can't replicate someone tackling at that leg. You know what I'm saying? So I would be on the safe side if I'm Ron Rivera and say, hey, man, I know you want to play. I know you're juiced up to play. You've had a good week, but we're going to hold you out for this week just because we got the short turnaround on Thursday. Make your season debut Thursday night. That's what I would do if I was Ron Rivera and this coaching staff and the medical team that basically cleared Brian Robinson. I would say that to Ron, but I personally think what I got from that quote from Ron Rivera's press conference today, I personally think they're going to play him. I think they want to play him, and I think they feel like he's going to give us the best opportunity to finally open up this offense because now Antonio Gibson can go be the weapon that we want him to be. He's going to keep this team on schedule. He's going to move the chains. And I love Antonio Gibson, so he didn't do nothing wrong. Antonio Gibson was well, but this is what they want. And I feel like this is what we're going to get this Sunday. But we'll see. It's not a definite answer, but that's just how I'm getting the feeling off of what Ron Rivera had to say about Brian Robinson's availability for this Sunday. Obviously, he's going to be on a pitch count regardless of the fact if he plays or not. He's going to be on a pitch count I would say probably between 8 to 10 carries. But unless Brian Robinson looks amazing and he's just gashing these boys up front, finding a hole, getting 8, 9, 10, 7, 5 even a carry, that would probably prompt Ron Rivera to say, hey, how you feeling, man? Oh, I'm feeling good, coach. Okay, then we scratch the pitch count and you're just going to go out there and play, play regular. So it depends on how Ron Rivera feels. It depends on how Brian Robinson feels tomorrow. But I feel like based off of what he said in this quote and in his press conference, he wants to play Brian Robinson. He does. And hey, if Brian Robinson is ready, do it. But if I was the coach, I would hold him out a week longer just because I want to be more cautious and more safe with Brian Robinson. Then you go over to the last thing. He said something about Cole Turner. Again, we already talked about it, but let's hear exactly from the coach's mouth. He said, Ron Rivera said Cole Turner will be activated on Sunday game. Even if Logan Thomas plays, they would have Turner activated with wide receiver Jahan Dotson out and hello 3 tight end sets with possible mismatches. So there's no more if he plays. There you have it. He will be playing regardless of the fact if Logan Thomas is going to be healthy or not. And that is huge because I want to see Cole Turner. Again, he was my favorite draft pick from this past draft class. I see the mismatch. I see the athletic tight end. Again, this guy is 6'6", and remember, he's a former wide receiver, so he has hands. You know, he's that red zone target that we're going to be missing with Jahan Dotson being out. So I'm excited to see what he can do, man. But leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. How are you feeling about this injury report? We do have some huge blows that are going to be out, Jahan and countless others. But we are going to be getting Cole Turner back. Curtis Samuel will be playing more likely than not. Again, he's dealing with the illness, so we say he's playing today, and Sunday he may wake up and be, totally, sick, man. So speedy recovery for him. But if he does feel good, he's going to play, and that is the notion right now, that Curtis Samuel will be good, and he'll be playing Sunday. So we lost some guys, but we're getting some guys back. So I'm super excited for this game this Sunday, man. We got to get back on track. This is the last hope that I have for this season, really. And let me know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, me boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Host of Washington Commanders. Stay tuned for my prediction and preview video tomorrow. I'm out. Want over the 5,000 subscribers? Hit the subscribe button. Peace. Cost me one time. That's gonna get you pop. Get you pop. Get you drop.